Okay, so we're just giving people a little time to come in. Make sure that you are smashing that notification bell. You can also share this live if you like, or tag a few people that you think this would be good for. And don't be shy, because this is a place to discuss things. You don't have to be a veteran to really have input, because I learn from people every day in the lives and in life. So this is not a place where if you're not seasoned, you can't speak up. This is a place to kind of get the discussion going, to kind of get the mind brewing, so we can all make money in the beauty industry, okay? And you can invite people or share with people who may not necessarily be nail techs, because this is anyone in the beauty industry or for an entrepreneur overall. So just sit back and we'll come on soon. Thanks for your support. This track is so funny to me. I just had to throw it in because the emotions be running high, honey. But I'm coming soon. Just hold on. Just giving people time to come on in. Get what you need to get. We're starting soon. Control D. There we are. No, you can't see me. You all have to be patient, okay? Patient. Patience always wins, right? Because remember, I'm in a new place, in a new space, and so I'm still trying to set everything up. And today I am on my laptop. Hooray, hooray. So I am on the laptop. Someone just text me. Let's see who this is. Allow. Yes. Okay. Okay. So how is everyone doing today? I told you I was coming back harder than ever. I'm looking a little washed out. That's okay. Because I rushed. If you literally could have seen it, like you all watching Highly Emotional, baby. I'm literally like, where's my wig? and look at the hands, right? It looked like I've been playing in dough. Put a little lotion on. Yes, still giving people time to come in. I see we have a nice little group here. I'm going to try to get back into the flow of things how we had it before. Can't take that call. It's my insurance agent calling me. I can't take it right now. Okay. Okay. So I'm here. You have to have your liquid to part your throat, coat your throat. Okay, there we are. So let's see who's here. We have Facebook. We have two different Facebook pages on tonight and a YouTube. And so it should be a full house, right? Of course, Lauren, she was on here as usual. Now, you all know Lauren is always, a few of them, they come on before me. I feel like I'm running behind. Lauren was on here last night. Now, I came up here just to put some stuff up here, put the questions up, put the case up. And Lauren came in and said this right here. Could you possibly change the live to 8 or 9 o'clock? I'm like, how does she know I'm in here? I'm in here working. And she came on talking to me. Hey, Lauren. and she's still here at 6 o'clock. So she made a way. We could always make a way out of no way. Okay. Hey, Lauren. Hey, girl. To Kenya Martin. Hey, I'm a nail tech that's learning at a shop. I really need to invest in your book. Yeah, what's today? Is today Monday? You still have time to get the 30-day nail tech challenge 50% off until midnight. I think it goes off at midnight. So that sale is still running today. I don't know if you know that there is a Black Friday sale, and the code is, let me pull it up here. The code is, ooh, not that one. Let me see. Out of order. Cyber sale. So today is Monday. So if you put in out of order, you still have a chance to get 50% off the 30-day nail technician bootcamp challenge until midnight. I'm telling you, grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it. So hi, welcome, and yay, you are doing the right thing. You say you are in there learning. So that is the right thing. 30-day nail technician bootcamp challenge. Boom. Okay. And we got new stuff coming because, there's more content. There's way more content that we could be, utilizing or going over. And so let me go back to these comments here. Be patient with me. I'm in a new environment and I'm on my laptop. So yeah. Poison Polish is here. Hey. Desiree, hey. You said you're early. Yeah. And people come way earlier. I'm just now putting the laptop and I turn the laptop on and people are like in here talking. I'm like, wow, I need to get ready. Okay. You said seriously, I'm focused on the fundamentals because that is what really separates you from the crowd. And it does. It really, really does. Let me make sure my internet connection is okay. It says it is. Okay. Has anyone nail techs Has anyone's nail tech experience been affected by the pandemic, or is everything normal? So what do you all think about that? Answer below. Let's chime in on this. Has your experience changed? And I'll tell you what I experienced. Hey, Keep It Natty girl, how you doing? You said our shop is receiving a lot less patronage. We're going to talk about this and then we'll get into the case study. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing? Chrissy, I have not been on Instagram these days. I've been on TikTok like crazy, but I know that you are still going strong, so keep it up. And if you look at the other live, we were talking about now you have to incorporate TikTok reels and be more creative and do more footage in order to grab people, because social media is now on steroids. Like, people want more. They want more. So just keep doing what you're doing, but now we're going to have to amp it up and just try to figure out how to do a few little video reels, even if you're just doing your nails and different things to some music on TikTok and tie it into your Instagram. That would be great. And that's for everyone. Hey, this mistake, how are you? Got a lot of the regulars in here. Okay. Hey. Okay, so you asked a great question. What have you noticed since the pandemic started with your patronage? So, we never expected this to be 2 years, right? Never, ever. But it has been. And what initially happened, see, we have to sit down and think about humans and how they behave. Okay. And that is what I did in my corporate job in marketing. People think that marketing It's just creating a bunch of cute ads and different things like that, when actually marketing is all about understanding human behavior and tapping into that. And the way you get them to spend money is to solve a problem or fulfill a need. And that's what marketing professionals do. The actual content that we create in ads and different things like that, that's just the result of all the research and everything that goes on behind the scenes. Okay, so I'm going to say this. You may not, you got to follow me here. Most large companies, they have what they call CMI. CMI is called consumer, well, it depends on the company, but consumer market insights. Okay, so basically a team of people that do nothing but study the behaviors of humans. And so that's why you can go in and make money off of surveys, or they're paying you $250 for a surveyor. They're asking you questions, like when you call in, hey, at the end of this call, would you like to take this survey? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. The reason why that is CMI. The consumer marketing team. They're trying to pull data to figure out what products need to be improved, X out, or introduced to the market next. And so all those little things, that's all a part of marketing. It's a separate part of marketing, but it's all a part of marketing. I say that to say, even us as nail techs, we can create the ads we want. We can create all the cute stuff. We could put up as many pictures as we would like. But if we don't understand what's happening in the marketplace, then sometimes we're a little lost. Like you said, has anyone noticed a change? Yes, there's a shift. And so you have to sit back and do your market research. What is happening? So at the beginning of the pandemic, everyone was freaked out, right? So everything just came to a halt, right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Everything came to a halt because people were freaked out. People didn't know what was going to happen with their jobs or anything. So we already know what happened with that. But what happened from there? As a few weeks went on, and this was like, oh, wow, this is going to be here for a minute, people started becoming antsy. And antsy people need to do something. So then what happened was people started shopping. They couldn't go outside, but they started shopping online. What happened in the beauty industry is they shut down all the salons and everything. So any person who was doing it out of their home, risking their life, that was one of them. People were willing to pay top dollar, double, triple, whatever price you wanted to charge if you were taking people during that time. And so, as time has gone on and things have pretty much opened back up, it's like we're in this weird space right now where we don't know where we're going. So, when people initially, you might have seen a bump. You might have seen a bump when things opened up because people were like, oh, we can go outside. But now, because things are not fully 100% open, life has changed. Okay, life has changed for people in general. It's like people are going out, but they're like, I'm not going to that, I'm not going to that, I'm gonna stay in. People have gotten used to being in the house. On top of that, what has happened is people have learned how to do things for themselves. People have learned to do things for themselves. I don't know if you know this. When the pandemic first happened, there was a shortage on black hair dye, because we don't realize how many people were going to a stylist to have their hair dyed. And so people were going gray, like, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to go to Walmart, I'm going to go to Walgreens, CVS, whatever, give me a chance to get out the house. I'm tired of being stuck in the house. And they started buying up all the hair dye. So with the nail industry, the beauty industry as a whole, a lot of people have found other ways to sustain their beauty. And then with this going on for 2 years, people have gotten used to not having all these beauty services in their budget and in their schedule. In their budget, in their schedule. People are staying home much more than they did ever before. People are not out like that. And on the top of that, there are not as many events to go to keep yourself up as much. And let's not forget that a lot of people are still working from home. So there are a lot of different things. If you really sat down and thought about it, and thought about the different insights as to what is happening, there are a culmination of things happening. People are working from home more. There are not as many events to go to. People are not fully out being social. And also, they have cut it from their budget and they found other ways to suffice in terms of beauty. And they have become comfortable with that. Notice that they're saving more money. And so, yeah, you're going to see a difference. So, we are going to see a difference. Clientele has dropped off. it to a certain degree, because of that. So it's not just you. Let me go and read some comments here. Do, 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 do. Okay. I work for myself in a suite and part time at another salon. I'm busy in both. So she says she's busy in both. See, I already had a regular clientele before this, and that's why I said it's so important for people to take time to build a stable clientele, because you will pretty much have money no matter what. Because people are into it, but if you kind of rely off a lot of walk-in traffic or a traffic off of a salon, it could be either way, right? In the beginning of COVID, a lot of new nail techs were popping out as a side hustle. Yep, that part too. And very much watered down the business, in my experience. Yes, they did. Everyone was expecting these cheap at home nail prices. Exactly. And that's another thing that happened too. Exactly what she just said. On top of everything I said, what Desiree just said. Yep. Yep. I forgot about that part. That is totally correct. You said you agree. Yep. Which affected me a little bit. Everyone wanted cheap work for the cheap prices. They came back to me to fix the mistakes. Like, yeah, I said that a couple of lives ago. How many people have bounced around to all these other people, and then they come back to me to fix it. So now I'm playing fix a flat. Yep. When I got posting down reels became a thing. Yep. I think because they did one set on themselves that doing nails is easy, and it's not. And that's one thing that saves nail techs in particular, because what we do, it looks easy and it's not. It's truly a skill. It's truly a skill. And a lot of people think it's so much easier than it is. And they go out and buy all this stuff and they realize that, wow, you have to be skilled. Yeah, you actually do. It's not just polishing nails. Yes, and I can't lie. I was a bit bitter for a minute. Look, I put words all in your mouth, didn't I? Sorry. Yes, and I can't lie. I was a bitter for a bit and did not want to do their nails. I'm in a different mindset now, but that's really how I felt and felt at first. Anyone else? I'm sure. Yeah, because I feel some sort of way about all these overnight social media people just coming in and watching a few YouTube videos on things and buying some products and just taking over the industry without caring about the health, safety, sanitation, and all that of the clients, and the safety, of everything, themselves or anything. It's just like, get the money, do whatever, as long as it's cute. I don't care. And we, the professionals, end up fixing and running up behind a lot of their work. Yeah, it does tick me off too, but it is what it is, and I think it's going to get worse. I don't think the industry got more watered down than it already was. I think that we saw more ways to be lucrative in our career. I saw people willing to pay whatever because they were desperate. Yeah, that was like when the pandemic, when everything was shut down, people would pay whatever. But right now, everybody wants to be a boss. And we talked about that the other day, how everybody wants to be a boss. And because social media has exploded and expanded so much, you can pretty much teach yourself anything you want to know because information is so readily available. Back in my old days when I was really younger and really like in this, we didn't have social media. It was the library. We couldn't market ourselves. We couldn't market ourselves online. We had to print flyers and pass them out. And so most people weren't willing to do this. So now marketing is easy, free, and available 24/7 on many different platforms. So it's like it's a curse. It's a curse and it's a blessing because it created opportunity for so many people, but it created opportunity for so many people. You get it? So it's like, it's a double-edged sword. I agree with that. After a bit, for me, everyone did whatever they could to pay more and be more available because the nail salons were still closed in my state. Right. When it was like that, I was killing it. I was easily doing like seven a day, 7 a day, easy. And that was just here. I also had my online sales were like exploding because people couldn't get to the store. So they were ordering stuff from me like crazy. Yeah, I couldn't even keep up. I actually was talking about hiring a girl. Like I had kind of had a meeting with her and everything just to do the online portion of the business because I was so busy over here doing clients. I couldn't even keep up with the orders online. It was crazy. But it's not impossible to build right now, though, right? No, it never is impossible to build if you understand marketing. And that's why I said you have to really pay attention to what's happening, though, because while you may have the base of what's going on, things always shift. And even right now, like in the 30-day nail technician challenge, it talks about Instagram, right? And there's a whole section on Instagram. But really, Instagram is still there as the place for shopping for products and services. But TikTok is where you're going to be grabbing people now. You're going to be grabbing people from TikTok, and you need to tie them in to your existing social media. So there's another layer that has been added onto it. And then TikTok is a whole nother skill set because you need to learn their platform and how to create these little reels. And so there is another layer. And if you don't catch the wave on certain things, it's like you're going to make it harder for yourself, you know? So yeah, unfortunately, I see that TikTok is the new layer. So, yep. Let me see. The only difference I see is more people looking for serious nail techs, not just unprofessional quick step starts. Yeah, and see that's the thing. That is a thing because if you look at my social media, I haven't posted in like a year. I don't have to post because I already have my set people, but I still get new people here and there off those old posts from a year ago. Because at the end of the day, people will look around, and if they see that someone's work is good or whatever, they were consistent. I have people reaching out like, "Are you still working? Are you still working?" Hmm. So that is true. Exactly. I was talking to someone who said they want to do it, and they were talking about going to school, and they said they really, really don't need to go to school. I would ask them why. Do you think nails is just polishing and designing nails? Designs, 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 designs. Do you think it's just designs, 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 designs? I was just asking that just to see what they would say, you know? Okay, we have BT. You are new. I've never seen this name before. Hello, everybody. New to the industry. People already want me to do more for less or little of nothing. Oh yeah. Now, if you're starting out, what you do is you set your prices lower and you just let them pick. And if you go back and look at some of my old videos, you'll see how I talk about, basically charging a kit fee. And you can set different kit fees, like you want kit fee tier one, two, or three, or A, B, and C. But you don't let people tell you, you tell them. And then, just say this is for a short time only. It will be going up after XYZ, and that's that. And everybody's not your client. I keep telling everybody's not your client. You try to grab all the money, you end up hurting yourself because everybody is not a good fit both ways. So it's to the point when someone talks to me about they want to do nails that I don't want to hear because I can't relate to them because they're not serious. Most people are not serious. They just think it's fun and they think it's cute and they like polishing. When they see the work behind it and see you scrubbing and all that, my hand has started spasming. Like out of nowhere, my two middle fingers start doing like this. I could just be sitting on the couch watching TV and my hands will just pop up like this. I don't know. That's from so many years of doing all this and all this and all this and holding that drill, and it's work. It's fun. It's cool. But after you do so many sets, it's just work. Hey Artina, how are you? I saw a girl on TikTok put 1,000 plus on Valentino supplies. Yep, to start doing her nails. I was like, you won't even use half of this. This is why I don't understand why they say school is too expensive. Exactly. Good point. People will say school is too expensive. They don't have the money for school. Then you go look at their supply closet or their supplies, and they have more than you. More than you. I only have like 3 or 4 Valentino powders. And people believe the more they buy, the better they're going to get. No. The people that usually have everything, I found this to be true. The people that usually have everything, every collection, everything, all the brushes, all of this lined up, I got those usually people that's not even that good. And they need to spend more time focusing on their skill versus buying product. But you can never tell them that, right? Oh no. They will spend thousands on products, but not to pursue the licensure. Is that really profitable in the long run? No. I mean, powders you can keep forever, but it's always going to be a new powder. So it's like people are just not focused on the right thing. But you can't tell grown folks anything. Nothing, nothing, nothing. You said, please stay locked into this channel. Chicago don't miss, honey. I try not to. I try to stay on it. I try and I just keep it real. Hey, we gotta have a real conversation. This is money. And that's the thing. People think it's fun, and I'm talking about the business. Can you pay your bills from it? Everything back here, nails. You get what I'm saying? All that is paid for doing nails. I actually spoke to you before I attended school. You helped me a lot. Thank you for your videos. No problem. Maybe it's been a while then. All right, Tina, I'm glad you got to catch the discussion. Yes, and you look different because your braids are blonde, and I don't think they were blonde before. That's why I stopped trying to get all these colors when I can mix the colors. Yep, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to powders and certain things, I learned do not go broke buying all this stuff. I'm telling you, like, you don't need it. You don't need a lot of this stuff. You need the core things and a lot of it, and you need to be consistent with your marketing. People buy all this stuff and barely making money. Well, I made $800 this week. Yeah, you spent 1,600 this week. You know, yeah. Yeah, it's like people are, I'm like, people don't understand. You don't want to just be spending out money. When you're running a business, you want to spend out for necessities only. Everything that comes out is not a necessity, it's just a want. And in business, you really have to be careful to understand your wants versus your needs. You can't go out and just buy everything that's out. You will not make any money. You will not see your money. And I don't know how people can afford this because even when I go shopping, you all know because I'll go live. Even when I go shopping on a day when I planned on buying hardly anything, I always spend at least $300. And really when I'm going to stock up on things, I'm spending more like $700 just going shopping up north. And that's buying necessities. So I don't know what people are buying. You know what they're doing? I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. And tell me if I'm wrong. And if you're doing this, stop it because your priorities are off. And then we're going to get into this case study. People will go into a nail supply store and buy 50 glitters, 50 glitters, 35 nail colors, 10 packs of all these different stones, 20 packs of that stone, this stone, that stone, the new rhinestone picker, the new cat eye, and all these colors. And then when it comes to alcohol, they'll go grab an alcohol bottle this size. What are you doing? What are you doing? Then they'll grab an acetone bottle this size. What are you doing? 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 Am I lying? Am I lying? We'll have all this design stuff every time they go buy supplies, but they will not stock up on the things they need to stock up on. Why did you just spend $400 on more colors that you don't damn need, but you don't have even a gallon of acetone, alcohol, nothing stocked up of the base products? That's what the play nail techs do because that tells you that they're playing around. The first thing you want to do as a professional nail tech is make sure that your core items are stocked up. You should be trying to get gallons of acetone, alcohol, wipes, cotton, pedicure supplies, petty slippers. All the base things is what you should be investing into first. And anything that's left over when you're shopping, then you go and you buy extras. And that's extra little new glitter. That's an extra, color, whatever. Then you go and buy. Unless you're buying for a season, it's like, well, I need to go get my fall colors. Okay, that shopping trip is dedicated to fall colors. But otherwise, when you are shopping, from a business perspective, you should be stocking up on your core items and keeping those in bulk at all times because we talked about it in like 6 lives back. You save more money when you buy in bulk, right? Why would you buy this darn bottle of alcohol? I don't think I have any. Well, I don't have any in here. Why would you buy an alcohol bottle like this, 16 ounces or 8 ounces, and spend $5 when you can get the whole gallon for $8? This is before the pandemic. I'm just saying a gallon of alcohol back then was like $7 or $8. But you're sitting up here spending all your money on the and buying this for $4. Why would you buy this for $4 and you could have got the gallon for $8? That's when you know a person is not minding their business and they're too focused on the wrong thing. Just saying. Am I lying? Am I lying? Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I stretch it? I didn't think so. Lauren said, I bought so much crap and it's collecting dust. Exactly. When I tell you it's so much stuff, I've only used once. I can't stand when I go buy a color and it gets used once, or I buy acrylic color or something like that, or glitter, nobody ever picks it. A lot of this stuff does not get used. For some reason, only like certain things, people will just hone in on one thing. You'll find that you'll use up certain things and you'll constantly need to buy more. And most of that stuff will sit and collect dust. So we should not be spending all of our money on that type of stuff. You want to make, if you got extra money, you should be putting into more marketing. Just saying. Now I know to only get what I need, not designs that I won't use. No, I'm telling you, won't. You won't use that stuff. And if you really look at the stuff that you already have, we need to tap back into the supplies that we have wasted. We've all done it, wasted so much money on, and start reinventing ways to use it versus buying everything that's out. Because I'm telling you, as a person who used to work in corporate in marketing, and with CMI, they purposely create things to make you buy. That's their job. That's how everyone gets paid. They have to create ways to make you buy stuff. And a lot of times they're making you buy the same thing over and over and over and over. So they'll come out and say, "Ooh, Mia's Secrets Caribbean collection. Grab the wave of colors. Coconut berry, strawberry supreme, ocean breeze, and green mile. Grab yours today. Limited supplies available." Okay, but if you really looked at that collection, it's pretty much like the collection that came out last spring, but they just threw in an extra orange, and that extra orange was in the fall collection, but they just remixed it up and put it in the package, and it may be a smidgen off. And like someone, I think this mixtape said earlier, if you really did it, you can mix the colors. So why do you keep buying all these variations of color acrylic? You get what I'm saying? I'm just giving you an example of how they get you to keep spending money on the same products over and over and over. Color acrylic is to be used like a polish, very thinly. That's why you only give you a small amount. And you are not using it to that degree where you need to have so much of it. But they get us. They get us. So did I lie? Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I tell a story? Did I lie? No? Oh, okay. Ha ha. I got barbicide, fungicide, acetone, gallons of alcohol. Yeah, that's what we should be stocking up on. You want to buy those products in the largest quantity available. Cece and I, we will go up north. We will split a case. If we go shopping together, we always get a case of stuff. We'll split a case of petty slippers. We'll split a case of separators. We'll split a case of acetone, alcohol, because the more you buy, the lower your overhead. And as a business person, that's what you want to do. You always want to spend less on supplies. Or are you really making money? Or are you just playing and destroying stuff? You get it? So that's where, after so long and you're in this industry and you start noticing that you're working, you spending 4, 5 hours on sets, but you're spending it all on design stuff, you're not making any money. You're still broke. You're tired and broke. And now you're burned out, tired and broke. We got to have money. We got to make money. It was so hard seeing all these Black Friday sales and not buying all of it. Yeah, but I think Black Friday this year was kind of whack, but I get what you're saying. I bought some educational videos and things that I needed. Yes, very smart. And then I'm going to get into this case study because we'll be going, you all. So I'm going to pull up this case study. It's very simple. I remember I said doing nails for free is a good way to get people in the chair to build a portfolio quickly. And everyone in that live said I was crazy because nail supplies are expensive. Yes. And I never suggest that you do anybody for free because it costs you money. You're literally at that point, you think you're doing it for free, but you're literally paying out to do people. So it should always be a kit fee at least. Always. They said they spent $2,000 on nail products and how they shouldn't be doing nails for free, but are beginners and don't have a license. Yeah. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't care if you're licensed. But it's a way to, I already talked about that. We'll be talking in circles. Being licensed helps. And matter of fact, I'm going to show you this. You see this shirt I have on? Priv. I'm not going to throw it away. I have a few of these. Priv. This right here is a work shirt for a company that I work for. This is how I got on the Wendy Williams show. working backstage, working for Priv. So you can't get into opportunities like this if you're not licensed. So if they want to sit there and be a hustler for the rest of their life, hoping that the trends that are popular, they can do it, then they're putting all their eggs in a very, not even a big basket, a very small basket. Your license keeps you marketable. Did you get what I'm saying? Because some people are like, well, it's kind of true. No, listen to this. Being licensed in any field of what you do keeps you marketable because you separate yourself. But how you separate yourself is being able to work for companies like this. Okay. If I want to, I can pick right back up. I'm giving you some gems here. I can go work for them right now. I've been on their roster for years. This is how you get on set. This is how you get behind stage. This is how you get your hands on movie deals, things like that, because you have to have the credentials. Okay? You don't have the right credentials. The only thing you can do is hustle it. But you only know this much because you're self-taught and you don't really know how to market yourself on different levels. You only know how to market yourself to this one little crowd of people who like exactly what you do. But when you're licensed, you're more marketable. You can do so much more. Okay. So I'm just saying. So I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. Let's see. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to. Yeah, that's another thing. Nail school is cheap as hell. That's like the cheapest thing to go to school for. A kit fee is something that you would charge to cover your supplies. It's a kit fee. So you say, you know what? If a person is not charging, they're starting out. I would say that they would say, okay, well, I don't charge per se because especially if they're not licensed, technically you're not supposed to be charging people, but you can charge a kit fee. It's a kit fee just to cover the cost of my supplies. And I don't know what video it is. Maybe someone else could tell you. It's like a video from last year. I went more in depth into that on how you will break that down. But it could be like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, whatever, just depending. So it's like you're not charging, but you're calling it a kit fee. So it's basically a way of saying you're going to give me something. Yeah. So you said, I thought about working for companies like that. How did you like working for Priv? I worked for Priv for years. I had a lot of opportunity with them. Um, Priv is actually owned by NBC. So technically I work for NBC as a nail tech. Um, I don't know if they're still owned by NBC, but uh, it was okay. It was okay. It was good while it lasted. The whole agency thing has kind of fizzled out because of COVID. Because of COVID. Because I have made some quick money. I have made some really quick money. I could go out and make 300 bucks just going to one little quick 2 hour event and be back home. 300 bucks in my account. That is one of the things that was kind of hurt by the COVID because companies like Priv are based around events, mostly events. So they'll say, we need you to go down to the Embassy Suites to the Ballroom C and meet Cindy. And there's a group of women in town for empowerment session and such is treating them. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, go do these people. And you never do full services. That's the other thing about working for agencies. Usually when you're out like that, you're doing many services. So I had a whole bag. That's why I have a whole nother kit just for traveling. It wasn't really to go to people's houses. It was for my agency work. I was with like 3 agencies at one time, plus my own clientele. So you would go do many services and they wouldn't complain because they're 99% of the time they're not paying. It's paid for by a company or something. And you're paid by the hour. So I could go in easily and walk out with goo gobs of money, or they'll send you someplace downtown to some wealthy person's wedding to go do them real quick. Like, oh, 300 bucks, go down to the Congress, the Congress Hotel and do the sixth floor. It pays $225. It's just a mani and a mini pedi for the bride's mother. Something like that. And you'll go literally do a mani and pedi, basically a polish change and get 225 bucks. Plus they're gonna tip you. So I could easily get $250 to go do that. So it was great, but the times have really changed. I still have my shirts because You never know, they may reach out. I don't really reach out to them anymore because my life has changed in that arena. But when I was in it, oh, they used to keep me busy. Mhm. So that's that. So what I want to do right now is I want to get into I want to get into the case study. It's really quick, it's really simple, and I want to see what you all have to say about it. So let's get into it. I'm going to play it, okay? It's really quick. Here we go.
Chicago, how do I handle this? My longtime client has been talking so much crap about a lot of people that she referred to me, and some of these people are now my real friends, and she is not my real friend. What should I do?
One more time.
Chicago, how do I handle this? My longtime client has been talking so much crap about a lot of people that she referred to me, and some of these people are now my real friends, and she is not my real friend. What should I do?
Okay, so I know you can hear me, and it's very simple. What should she do? What should she do? I don't know. So let's get into the first question. Let's hit it. The first question, let's see, I have them all typed up. All typed up. Let's ask this question first. Do you have clients that have become friends? Do you have clients that have become friends? Let me know. So, Tanika said, stay neutral. Okay. Yes, not yet. Well, I could tell you that I have had a lot, most of my friends that I have now, I don't say that's a lot. 50% of them started out as my clients. Some of my friends that I've had over 20 years started out as my client, like literally. And then I ended up doing their family members, their cousins, whatever, their friends. And I ended up becoming friends with these people. Like I've been to their wedding. Like I was I was there when they, shoot, first brought their baby home from the hospital, like real friends. Like we've been on vacations together. Like I go to their house, I know their kids. They've been to my house. Like real friends. Not just like when I say friends, I'm not talking about when they sit in your chair, you just kicking. No, I'm talking about real friends. I have them. Okay. How do I feel about the Russian manicure? I like it, but I don't like it. It removes too much skin. I feel like it'll be irritating for some people. My guy actually gets Russian manicures and he doesn't realize it. And he keeps asking why I don't like doing his. I won't do his nails. I'm like, because the lady you go to is kind of giving you a Russian manicure, and you're not gonna like the way I do them because I will not remove as much skin as she will. So you should keep going to her. But anyway, so you said stay out of it. So Madam Gracie said stay out of it. Said not yet, yes. And you said stay neutral. Okay, I get that. Okay, I get that. I just want to see what everyone is thinking, you know? Let me see. Let's go to the next question real quick. Let me see. Do we have any more answers? Because I know it's a little slow to show up on my end. But here's my next question. That was simple. But what about this question here? Do you think it's possible to separate relationships between friends and clients? Do you think it's possible to separate the relationship between friends and clients? Poison and Polish said, this is a topic that I have been thinking about for a while. I'm friendly, but in the back of my mind, I keep in mind that they are a client. I only have one that I would actually hang with. And you said would actually hang with. So let's see. Do you think it's possible to separate the relationship between friends and clients? Do you? I guess I would say, do you separate the relationship? Do you? You said, Lauren said yes. Lexi said yes, but it may be hard or awkward. BT said yes. Always remind them that the two are different. And that's true. The two are different. The two are different. But let me ask you this next question here, because what happens, like this person in the case study said, this person has become my friend. And the person that keeps talking all this crap about them, this person is not my friend. So basically, this client has become this person's real friend, but the person that's talking so much crap about them is not their friend, right? So let me ask you this question. Seriously, and I want you to think about what I'm saying here, because we are professionals, but what about our moral compass, or just as a human being, or our ethics, or how we want to be treated? This is something that kind of is a big conflicting thing depending on how you are as a person, right? So let me ask you this. Is listening to a person talk about a friend okay? Is listening to a person talk about a friend okay? I'm not even going to say anymore. Is it? I'm serious. Like, let me know what you think, because one is your friend, one is not now. So, is it okay to sit and listen to a person talk crap about your friend every time they come? Is it cool? What do you think? Okay, all relationships have boundaries. Yep. I was supposed to put business first. Okay. Of course, you can separate friends and clients. Okay. No, tell them to take that issue to that person. Okay. Okay. So I'm listening. I'm digging down. I'm drilling down into something. I have these questions listed, and I have, like, I think two more questions. Now, here we go. Well, if you have a friend that became a client, then it's conflicted between, because my friends are my family, our family, right? So somebody is coming to you and they're talking mad stuff about a person who is your real friend, your real friend. So a client is coming to you and they're constantly talking bad about this person, constantly talking bad about this person. How do you handle that? Nope. Boundaries, because it will get messy. Your professional issue will get tarnished if continued. What do you do? Your image, yeah. So, nope, I will not listen to them talk. I will cut them off mid sentence. Okay, okay, okay. I'm just trying to see, because this, as you get into this business and you start to develop clientele and they start rotating and moving around, it can get very messy, because some people, I know for me, I like to bond and connect with people. Um, some people it's just like they're just a client. It's kind of general, but it's a lot of people that I really connect with. And it gets crazy because a lot of these people are connected, like their friends, their family members, their whatever. You might have somebody who had their sister-in-law come. So she's married to the person. This woman is sitting in front of me is married to my other client's brother, and stuff like that happens where it's like, I know she's cheating on him, or I'm just throwing out different things. Like, you will hear and see so much. If you, as your clientele starts to grow, you'll start to be like, wow, you'll start to really see like how relationships between people are. They're not as solid as you would think. And sometimes you can get caught up in that. So this is why I want to do this. You said no, it's not, but I personally don't want to be a part of talking bad about someone, about anyone. So it will be more of a preference not to listen to them talk about anyone, right? So I don't know. I don't trust just anyone to be a friend. So if someone's talking about my friend, I wouldn't allow it while I'm doing nails. They can have issues with each other out of the salon, but in the salon, mm, I'm not even talking about the people having issues. I'm saying like one person just talks mad crap about the person, and the other person thinks that they're just so cool. Both people won't have room to talk about each other to me. Okay. And if they don't like it, they can always find another tech. My morals will stand before my job. Well, I guess I heard that, Desiree. So, what about this? Is your money more important than keeping the friendship? Is your money more important than keeping the friendship? Let's think about this before I even hit the button. You got a client who has brought other clients to you, but some of those people they have brought to you over time have actually become your friends. And this original client is dogging out all these people that are now your friends. How do you handle it? And is your money more important than keeping the friendship? Sticky, isn't it? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Lord have mercy. It's just so, it's just, it's just, it's conflicting, right? Oh, so you said this is actually happening to me right now. I think I listen to them vent a little bit, but I end up telling them to do what makes them comfortable. I also change the subject. Oh no, money has no value to me compared to a friendship. That's a tough one. This is real though. This is tough. We sometimes get attached because we see clients go through so much weddings, baby showers, graduations. I might just consider it privileged info and a paid ear unless something is life threatening. Hmm. Stay on live, please. I'm almost off work. Lauren, you almost off work? Okay. Okay, well, we got to have some good topics then. So, I just want to see what everyone is saying. I just say what I got to say and at the end because sometimes your answers kind of change what I want to say. So I'm just wondering how people think. And what we always learn is that not everyone thinks alike. And we think everyone thinks like us and everyone will handle things like we would handle it. And it's not the case. Everybody is different. Everybody thinks differently. We have not had a case study where everybody was on the same page. People change, money stay green. As long as your business and safety are intact, that is their problem. It's man's temporary. Okay. Okay. All right. It may be temporary. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Cool. So let me ask you this. This case study I thought needed to be talked about. We did one similar, but the last one was a thing of I forgot the name of it, but it was one where somebody's husband or boyfriend was cheating and the nail tech was doing both. Because these things happen, you will run across them. And it's a problem because it's not a problem when you have a person who is just a client, right? It's like business is business. But what about when these people are your Friends, like real friends, like a real friend. I take my friendships very seriously. A lot of people are just associates. I'm talking about like friends. I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me, but I only have like a handful of friends. So it's like those are my friends. Like lean on me when you're not strong. So I'm just trying to see what people think. Well, I say my money is more important because at this point, because if it comes out she is talking about everyone, then I lose all of them. And that is why it is difficult because if it comes out, then it could all backfire on you. Hmm. Right? So, what we're going to do is we're going to just take this quick little break before I come back with my little commentary. And then if anyone has any questions or things you want to discuss after the case study, then you'll have your questions ready. And that's that. So let's watch this quick little commercial.
Now available at www.chicagobeautysource.com. Again, that's www.chicagobeautysource.com. Now available at www.chicagobeautysource.com. Again, that's www.chicagobeautysource.com.
You all, I got to get this down. I'm not used to being on the laptop anymore. So let me get this down. So I played that commercial regarding the foot spray. I actually sold two of them today. Two. I actually sold two of those today. It is something, a concoction that I have created and have used in my large salon, my small salon. I've been using this concoction for about 20 years. It gets off more dead skin than any place that I've ever worked or any expensive pedicure that people sell to people. This spray, I'm telling you, is going to get it off. And if anyone in here in the feed has used it or purchased it, they can tell you that it really works. You spray it a little bit. I usually just pat the bottom of the foot. I'm going to, and I pat the foot just to kind of push it in. And I just wait like 30 seconds and I start filing. And you will see so much skin falling off. you will lock in clients just because they've never seen that much skin fall off the feet. And for stubborn areas, you can spray it more than once, but it's a nice, safe way to kind of remove skin from the bottom of the feet. And it really, really, really works. And it also has antifungal properties to it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to run a special on the spray. I was thinking about that when I was just downstairs cleaning up for the day. I said, you know what? I found the spray because I've been unpacking everything. One of my clients was like, "You got any spray? You got any spray?" And I'm like, "Let me see." So I had to dig some up, dig through some boxes to find some because she wanted to buy some. I guess she ran out. And I said, you know what? I think I need to let people know that I have some available. This is it right here. It comes in a 4 ounce or a 8 ounce. It's an 8 ounce. Sorry. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to run a buy one, get one free. That's right. So if you buy a 4 ounce, you will receive a 4 ounce for free. You buy 1 4 ounce, you will receive 1 4 ounce for free. There will be no code needed for this. You can just purchase on www.chicagobeautysource.com and purchase the 4 ounce. Now, this will be on the four. Actually, I'll do it on both. If you buy one of the small bottles, you'll receive one for free. If you buy one of the large bottles, you'll receive one for free. If you just want to try it out, try the small bottle. You will love it. I've been using this for over 20 years. You cannot buy this in stores because this is something that I've been mixing forever myself, and no one knows what it is. And yeah, I use it in the salons, and it's always been a part of the pedicure that I do. And I think I want to definitely do a pedicure video next because I think that people really need to know how to do a good pedicure. If you can do a good pedicure, you will never worry. You can just do pedicures for the rest of your life and never touch your hand. So, what I'll do is I will put that in place, the BOGO in place until the end of the week, actually. So I will have that sale in on Friday at midnight. So it's a BOGO sale this week on the Petty Spray. Buy one, get one free. Can you use it on diabetic clients? Of course you can. Yes. Yes, you can. This is a gentle way. It's a gentle beast, I'm going to say, because it's gentle. It's not going to burn or anything like that, but it's really, really effective. I'm serious. Like when I go places, if I work at a salon or I do, you know, service somewhere and I'm using their products, I'm like, I always feel like I just gave a polish change because I'm used to getting into people's feet. Like when I'm working, it's big balls of skin like rolling up and flying off. You would have to see. And that's why I said I got to get on this pedicure video to show you how I do the pedicure video. I just need a model. I need a good model though. So I'm going to find a good model to show you my pedicure process and how I use this product. And I need to get on it soon. I got to find a model. I think I have one in mind. So yes. So BOGO on the spray. Do I do dry petties? I can, but I don't like to. To me, the dry petty is a polish change. But this would make it a real dry petty. You know why? Because this spray, it's gonna feel like it's more than it's gonna feel like it's more than just a polish change because this is actually gonna remove and loosen up that dead skin on the bottom of the feet. And then on top of it, it has that antifungal property. So if I do a dry petty, I will spray it on there, do all the cuticle work, shaping, buffing. But then I will spray this on the bottom and buff that dead skin off. But I like it because the feet are going to feel refreshed because this has the antifungal, antibacterial ingredients in it. So their feet are just going to feel like, not just like, oh, you polish my toes, but they're going to actually feel like they soak because they'll tingle a little bit because of what's in there. So, yes. Okay. So I hope I didn't accidentally put Lauren on timeout. Okay, I did not. You said, what were we talking about? Is the case study done? Almost. I just have one quick question because I'm going to give my little thing on it. But what did we learn from this case study? I'm just wondering, did you all pick up anything from it? Is this something to think about? Like, I had a few people chiming in, but like, is this something that has you going, how would I handle this? Like, what did we learn from the case study? And then I'm going to say what I got to say, and we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. Okay. What did we learn from the case study? I don't know if anyone felt like they learned anything, but I'm going to go ahead and talk. This has happened numerous times over the years because what I know about humans is that humans are unpredictable. And you will think that people are friends. You will think that people are close because they come together or they all came off each other. And people will sit in your chair and get really comfortable and start dogging people out. It happens all the time. And I really don't care. I really don't care. I'll listen because I hear stuff all day, every day. But when a person becomes your friend, for me personally, it gets sticky because while I like what I do and I like money and all of that, I'm not going to sit up and listen to someone talk crap about my friend for long. I'm not. Very interesting. If this occurs, I'll know how to handle it. I'm not gonna sit up and I'll try. Somebody said it. Somebody said what I was thinking. I'll try to change the subject, but if this person keeps wanting to go in and harp on this person, y'all really don't know the answer all the way to this because it may not be the best way. But for me, as a person, as a human being, outside of being a nail technician, I take my friendships and my relationships with people very seriously outside of business. And I just want to treat people the way that I would want to be treated. And I'm going to tell you something. If I find out that one of my friends has been sitting up, letting somebody talk about me, and they didn't say anything, they didn't speak up for me, or they didn't let me know, and they just sat up and just started nodding their head and going, yeah, I hear, I know how that go. Stuff like that. To me, you're not even a friend. Sorry, you're not. I got to recategorize you because a real friend to me is not going to sit up and let somebody talk about me. They're not going to sit up and entertain it or anything. And if they don't want to get into it with that person, they're going to at least let me know, like, you need to watch your back. That's what I would do. You need to watch your back with this person because they're not your friend like you think, or they're not feeling you like you think. I'm going to do it. And I know that it could hurt my money, but that's fine because I know how to make money. So I'll replace that money, but some things like ethically speaking, I'm going to treat my friend and stand up for my friend the way that I want my friend to stand up for me. See, it's easy to be someone's friend in their face. It's easy to be, you know, a stand-up person when everybody's looking. But really your character is about what you do when no one is looking. Your character is about what you do when no one is around. That's why I don't like when people help the homeless and all that and they stand up here with the camera. Look at me, I'm helping the homeless. Look at me, I'm feeding the homeless. Yeah, you're doing that for clout. You're doing it for self, to gloat on yourself. If you go out and you help and you do things for people when no one is looking and you don't tell anyone, then that's of good character. So same thing with my friendships. It's easy to be a good friend in my face and kiki and laugh and all that, but don't sit there and let nobody talk about me and dog me out, constantly, and not do anything about it, or at least give me a heads up. And it's just me. It may not be the right answer. So this case study may not be the right answer to a lot of people. But don't sit up and do that, and because to me, that's not being a friend. You're just being a friend in my face, but when I'm not around, you're not upholding all your duties as my friend. Because it's just what I would do for you. And if the dollars are that important, for me, the dollars are not that important. Like, they're important, but they're not that important. They're important, but they're not that important because I believe in karma. I believe in what I do and what I know. And so if I lose this person, I lose this person. But I'm gonna probably at least give the person a heads up, like, yo, stop telling this person to stop letting this person all in your business, whatever. And it might backfire on me, but I just would. And that's going to separate my real friends from my fake friends. And that's why the word friend is just like very loosely used. But I take friendships kind of seriously. So I'm just like, I'm not talking about an associate. I'm talking about a person who's really your friend. I think you should kind of let them know if somebody they think is their friend is talking so much crap about them or doesn't like them. I think you should give them a heads up because you're not a good friend if you don't. That's just my answer and how I want to be treated. Because if I find out that you were sitting up there with that person, if you were sitting there with them, you might as well have been, to me, you were in a conversation with them. You didn't stand up for me. You didn't let me know. You let this person go on and on and on because you want the money. Well, now I'm looking at you sideways. Now I'm looking at you sideways because you didn't say anything. And what happens when you don't say anything is whatever I'm exposing this person to, I'm letting this person all of my personal business. I'm letting this person around my husband. I'm letting this person know about my finances. I'm letting this person in my personal house, and you letting the enemy be around me. And the enemy is coming into my personal space and you not even protecting me when you could protect me, when you could warn me, but you choose not to for money. So now I look at you differently because you chose the money over protecting my space. Like I had a blind enemy in my face, a blind enemy in my space, in my energy right next to me. And you chose to just allow that energy, that space to be around me and continue to suck information from me, to suck, knowledge and things that make me vulnerable. I was vulnerable with this person and they're taking the information and talking about me and dogging me out and you know it. So you're just to me as guilty as the person who's doing it. So that's where the conflict for me would come in because I would just have to risk it all and be like, this is my friend and I don't like what you're doing and I'm going to stand up for him. And I'm probably going to stand up for them, even though I'm probably going to say something like, look, I don't want to get in the middle of that. Now, we got to change the subject. And I'll probably too let that person know, like, fall back from that person because they are not who you think they are. That's just me. Because I'm going to always get money. God always bless me. Because I'm going to do the right thing. Even if I have to take an L for a minute, I'm going to take an L. But I'm going to stand out. I'm always going to, if I say you my friend, I'm going to stand out. You're going to know I'm your friend. When the shit get real, you're going to know because of the way I handle things that are not easy. I might take an L for you as a friend. That's a friend. Some people are friends only when it's convenient. I will be inconvenienced for my friends. I will lose a little money for my friends because I might need them to do the same thing for me. And that's why it's only a little small handful of friends. So, and I'm just talking about friends though, like everybody's not a friend. But a lot of my clients have become my real friends. Everybody have their own views. Yep. Sometimes I feel like being a pay ear is part of our job. Just don't add your 2 cents. I had a client talk to me about a person who introduced us. Yeah, that happens a lot. That's what I'm saying. But if it's just you don't really know these people and they're your clients, it's like whatever. It happens all the time. But what happens when it's your friend? And this person doesn't even realize that this is your friend. It really depends who they're talking about. I don't call everybody a friend. Associates are different. I'll laugh at a joke, but I like to keep my environment positive, right? But you'll be surprised. Like some people will come into your chair, and every time they come around, they talking about other people. That's all. That's all they do is talk about other people and criticize other people, and they don't really have nothing going on. That's their life, talking about other people. Yeah, 100% agree. This is just my little opinion, and I'm not saying it's the right answer. I'm just saying the Chicago answer and how I handle my real friends. She wasn't dogging him out, but I don't want to listen to it. If you will talk about them to me, then you will talk about me to someone else. If you have an issue with someone, then let them know or zip it. And most people are not that honest or straight up. I promise you. I would say 75% of the people on this earth are not organic with other people. They are not. People say what they need to say to get through the moment, through the day. Thank you, Dismiss Take. Hey, Mindy Moines. Hey, girl, how you doing? You're late. Just saying, Lexi, hey, yeah, I'm just saying it's a weird place. And I'm saying friend though. So if you listen to the video again, you listen to this, she said, this person is my friend, and the person talking crap is not my friend. See? So this person is my friend. This person is not my friend. Yeah. Facts. I don't like being talked about. Yeah, don't step and listen to somebody talk crap about me and we're friends. Oh, and you didn't even tell me? And I have to find out from somebody else that this person is talking and doing all this stuff and whatever, or plotting on me or telling all my business how I lost. Let's just say a person got their car repossessed. And she telling it like she done got a car repossessed. She don't know how to pay bills. She never was good with money. Da 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 da. She can't even. She always behind on bills. She had to borrow $20 from me. Matter of fact, last time she came to get your nails done, I had just Zelled her the money. Okay, and she told me she was gonna pay me back on Friday. She didn't even pay me back until like I had to ask her. She didn't even pay me back until that following Thursday. So I'm not even surprised she got her car repossessed. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff people do. Will tell your business on that level. And you're going to sit there and let me be around a person who's telling my business on that level. And I'm sitting up here thinking that this girl is my friend and I'm borrowing money from her and telling her my woes about my car being repossessed. And she telling the nail tech. You see what I'm saying? Like stuff like this happens exactly like this. If you don't tell me that I got the damn devil around me and you sit up here and keep letting me hang out and be with this girl and tell her all my business, and you gonna keep letting me tell her, I don't want to be friends with you no more. Just saying. Just imagine if they talk. Oh, I said that. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't believe in negative convo, but I'm not going to get rid of them because of how they feel. No, you don't have to get rid of them. I'm just, the question was, what are you going to do with, see, basically what it is that these two clients are frenemies. One of them thinks that the client is their friend, but really the other is the person, they're really frenemies. But one of them thinks that they're real friends, but they're really frenemies. And a frenemy is really bad if you don't recognize one, because a frenemy is a person who's really an enemy. And so if you know that this person has a frenemy around them and not an enemy, and they're your real friend and you all are friends, you wouldn't tell them that they have a frenemy around them. You don't have to get rid of anybody. But the thing of it is you do run the risk of losing money behind the way you handle it, you know? Yeah. And there are no right or wrong answers. That's why I just said I'll come back with what I think. And I said it too. Like I may not be right on this one, but I'm just telling you how I would handle it. You know, exactly. Okay. You ain't got to talk about it really about it. Yeah. Oh, I see. I'm so far removed. I'm not that advanced. All my clients are new to me. Yeah. See, and what happens? Okay. So what I'm talking about, like a situation like this is like, let's say you've been doing a client for 5 years, right? Year one, within the first year, they brought you people within the first year because they liked you, right? So it's year 5. So you've had this first client for 5 years, but they brought in clients A, B, and C, right? So that's 4 people altogether. This person is still just like a client, but client A is just a client, but client B became like one of your good friends. Like you all hang out, you talk every day, you've met her kids, you've been over there, but you don't discuss your personal life with these people. You just have general conversations. So the person who brought them in is not even aware of how close you are with the people that they brought in. That has happened to me many a times over the years. Like I'm telling you, it's people I hang with now to this very day, and I do not even talk to or do the people that brought them to me. So I'm talking about like over time, people don't realize that the people that they brought to you, you have actually become cool with. How does that work when this person is a client, but you've actually become real friends with some of the people that they have referred to you? That's what I'm saying. I'm going in and out of the live. Sorry. Lauren, you suck today. You suck. You suck today. You suck, Lauren. I've seen professionals gossip about their clients the same way, where the client thinks she's got a new friend, but that's not really the case. Yeah. And that's terrible. That is terrible. Like if people tell you stuff, you cannot go, talking about it in the salon or anything like that, because people will tell you some pretty intimate things. You be like, whoa, I can't believe she told me that. You be like, I just picked up my ointment from the doctor because he burned me. I can't believe this. This is third time burning me, and he better be glad that we got this house together, and he still owe me $3,000, because I gave him my tax money from last year and he told me he's going to pay it back. And he did this little stupid thing with this studio and it didn't even work out. So he owed me money. And, you just be sitting there like, wow, you're telling me the most. Like, you'd be surprised what people will tell you. But then again, not to blame the friend, but we need to have discernment. People will show you who they are if you let them. Yeah. And it's like, it's so conflicting. But I'm going to tell you something, like, a person who will sit up and let a person talk about me and we are friends, to me, you were talking about me too. Because if you didn't say anything to me and you didn't say anything to them and you let it go on, what were you saying while they were talking? I would be like side-eyeing her, that person, like, if I didn't find out this from you and I had to find it out some other type of weird way, it would just make me feel some type of way. So I was saying frenemy, that's why the name of the case study is Frenemy, is going to be the enemy. Frenemy is going to be the end of me, because that's just a sticky situation to be in. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed that case study. That's all I got for today on the case study. So, anybody got any questions, concerns, need help with something, let me know. Okay, so Marie said that's true. And that's what I was saying, kind of. You worded it better. Why were they comfortable talking about me in front of you? Because you're going, yeah, 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 yeah. Now, see, going, yeah, it's cool. But if you don't tell me, then to me, you're really going, yeah. If you say, yeah, because you're collecting data to give to me, then that's one thing. But if you just keep going, yeah, for months and months and months and a year or two, then it's like you are really saying, yeah. You are fueling the fire. If you haven't done so, please make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications and share this video. Thank you, Minding Mind. She is my moderator for this room. And don't forget that we have the callus spray. Buy one, get one free. There's nothing for you to do. When you order all this week until Friday at midnight, you will receive two for the price of one. I promise you, you will not be disappointed with this spray. Just let it sit for a second. It will get down into the skin. It's very gentle and it does not over dry the skin. See, what happens with a lot of these callus removers is that they have alpha hydroxy acid or some type of acid in there, and sometimes that's too strong for the skin. Okay, and I'm waiting on somebody to post a question and we can discuss really quick. But what happens with that is it works for the moment, but in the long run, it over dries the skin. So I tell people, don't. I know somebody right now. I told them stop. Don't. They do too much. You have those people that are so obsessed with trying to get their dead skin off the bottom of their feet to the point where they start buying all this stuff off of infomercials and all that, and buying the pet egg and all this stuff. And it causes more damage than good that you have to later fix. And so that is a problem. Those acids and things, I know people buy it. What is that? Got to be good, or the cal be good callus or whatever in a little green bottle, a little purple bottle. That stuff is not good for everyone. I think I'm allergic to it because if you put that stuff on the bottom of my feet, yeah, you'll be able to scrape some of it off. But what's going to happen? If I let you do it more than once, my feet are going to literally crack. My heels are going to crack. My toe, the ball of my foot is going to crack. It over dries the skin because, and I want you all to really think about what I'm saying here. Some people may not agree, but think about this. I've been in salons, especially even Asian nail salons, where they will put this callus buster on the bottom of your foot and then they will wrap it in some plastic or wrap it in a hot towel. So that stuff really works. Sometimes for some people, it works too good. And so if you let it sit for 5 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever, It's penetrating the skin. It's penetrating the skin. And so when they go to scrape it, yeah, big chunks are scraping off. But then they, what do? They put your feet back in the water and rinse your feet, and they keep going with the service. And you think all is well. You think all is well with your feet, right? But that stuff has not deactivated. And that is what is happening. It has not deactivated. It's still penetrating into the layers of skin, into the live layers of skin. And that's why over time, you notice that you have to keep going back for pedicures over and over and over more frequently because it keeps coming back drier, thicker, harder skin because that stuff you let it sit. You cannot let it sit that long because I'm telling you, that stuff been out 20 years. That Be Natural, I think it's called Be Natural. That slimy stuff, it works, but it penetrates into that skin and it dries the skin out way too much, way too much. And that's when I came up with my own concoction that's gentler and it deals with layer by layer. And you give the person a regimen. You tell the person, I want you to come every 2 weeks, or I need you to come every 10 days. If it's really bad, I need you to come back in 10 days. And you can make up, I'm just gonna, you know what, just for you, so we can get this under control. I need you to buy some of this cream, my shea butter. I sell shea butter. And I need you to put this on your feet every night. And then I need you to come back in 10 days so we can do this again to make sure that we're getting a handle on this. Right. And then after that, we'll see where we are. And we'll probably go to 2.5 weeks or whatever, maybe 2 weeks. You give people direction because you don't want those people handling their feet on their own. They will start going out and buying all type of stuff. I was about to say, I know someone who went out and bought this something, I guess. I guess they got it off the internet or something. It's some type of mask that you put on your feet. And when you take it off, you got a layer of dead skin. You could just peel it off with your fingers. And she's sending me pictures talking about, look at how this works. And I said, okay, yeah, it works. And she keep kind of going back and forth with me about it. And I'm like, I know it's going to work. But the problem is it worked too long. It worked too good because it looked good today. But I know that it penetrated way down deep into the live skin cells. And now it's drying out those skin cells. And I'm going to have to clean it up later. So I actually told this person when I did them the last time, I said, your feet are actually no better than they were before you started doing all this extra stuff to your feet. I said, I actually think I'm filing more. Now you got skin peeling all on the top of your feet and everywhere because a lot of these products are not made for consumer use and they are not professionals. For all these people who don't want to go to school, they're not professionals and they don't understand how these chemicals work on the skin and they're just doing what the infomercial told them. They don't realize that the infomercial was written by a marketing person. I know because there's so many products on the market that I wrote the copy for. It's so many hair products and beauty supply stores that I wrote the copy for. I wrote it. And I'm not a hairstylist. And I wrote the darn copy and everything. Picked the model, had a bottle look and everything. And I'm a nail tech. And I designed hair care products, created them, figured out the ingredients, wrote the copy for the back, put them in the stores, did the marketing, everything. And I'm a nail tech. So what I'm saying is that people are following directions on products that should not be used by consumers. They should be used by professionals who have been to school, who understand how products work and skincare. So now this person is back to square one after doing all this on their feet. Now I got to go back and fix it because they don't want to do what I'm asking them to do. So this spray is much gentler, but it is I'm not just making this up, very effective. And that's why I've always used it. Yeah, circle is tiny. What do you think about trading services with other pros? Has that ever backfired for you or worn you out? Yeah, actually, I have a case study on that we did not too long ago. It's called, I'm pulling it up on my phone. There's a whole case study on that. It's called, it's alive. Can anyone think of that one? The name of that case study is called What Goes Around. What goes around? You see that? I think that's the case study that handles and talks about trading services, what goes around. Yep. I've done that, but it doesn't last forever. It doesn't. And if you let that product sit 10 minutes too long or whatever, it's going to penetrate down to areas of the skin that you don't want. And you'll discover that it's coming back harder than ever, more cracked than ever. It's peeling everywhere because it has over dried the skin, overly dried the skin. Do you have tips or videos on gel manicures? I experienced chipping. Whew. If you go back to my one of my very first videos, I think unless I took it down, I may have taken it down. Okay, there is a video for that. It was done 3 years ago. It's called How to Do the Perfect. See it? Wait, where is it? How to Do the Perfect Gel Manicure. So it's all the way down at the bottom. If you scroll all the way down to my very first video, the fourth video from my very first video 3 years ago, it's called How to Do the Perfect No Chip Manicure. It's very detailed and it tells you all the tips and tricks. But I'm going to do another class on how to polish because a problem with people in a lot of cases with gel and stuff is just not understanding how to polish properly. Believe it or not, and understanding the temperature and all that affecting in the room. But yeah, people don't understand that pedicures are not a one-time fix. They are a series of treatment. I like those words, a series treatment. When you start speaking those type of words to people, a series of treatments. We need to come up with a series for you. So this is what I need you to do. People tuning like, what should we do? What should we do? Help me. You know, when you start mentioning those type of words, that's when you draw people in. That's how you get long-term clientele. That's how you get that money that you know is coming before it even come. Oh, such and such gonna book. It's about time. And within 48 hours, their appointment is coming through. You have to start using buzz words like, we need to put you on a series. We need to get you on a treatment plan. Like you are customizing something just for them. True. Facts. Love it. Quick fixes are temporary and usually harsh. Exactly. I love that word too. Harsh. A lot of these, I love that word. It's too harsh and it should be for professional use only. And they sell anything these days on the internet, and anybody can get their hands on anything. Back in the day, you had to have a license to get your hands on these things, but now people can touch anything. They can buy anything on Amazon, anywhere. They can just get their hands on anything we have, and that's why everybody's a professional now. And this is tying back into what we talked about at the very beginning of this video on why people are not coming into the salon or coming to the professionals as much, because you got a lot of untrained professionals. You got a lot of do-it-yourselfers, and you have a lot of marketing people and companies selling anything to the general public. It's a mess. It is a mess. So I think that's all I have to say. But does anyone else have a question or anything you want to talk about? If not, I will hop off of this. We don't have to talk forever if you don't want to talk to me forever. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, let me know. Let me know. Give me a second. Let me know what you want to discuss next, and then we'll hop off. If not, hold on. Y'all, I can't wait. I made some jerk chicken. My guy was smoking all these meats and stuff in the smoker. He brought me a whole chicken, and I had all this food for Thanksgiving. I said, "What am I gonna do with this chicken? It's a whole chicken in here." And I made some bomb jerk chicken salad, and it's just marinating with all the peppers and everything in the refrigerator. I cannot wait. Yes, but anyway, okay. So where were we? You said I cannot polish. When I do gel polish, nail art, the polish comes out better. When I do gel polish nail art, the polish comes out better. You know what? Yeah, when you are drawing, they have some thicker ones out. Now they're coming out with thicker gel polishes just for designing because when you are working with, see, back in the day, we used to work with paint. So paint stays in place and it instantly dries with air, but gel does not dry with air. Gel only dries with light. So as you're drawing, it's spreading, it's moving, and it's a problem. So your stuff doesn't look as crisp. So yeah. Yeah, no problem. How do you let someone close to you know that you can't do their service without hurting the relationship? Why can't you do the service? I'm just asking. Let me know. That's like with chemical peels. It's like a chemical peel for the feet. Like they just allow the general public to do everything. That's to be done by a professional. A lot of do-it-yourselfers are getting their hands on professional grade products, ruining their skin. Exactly. Exactly. And if it works one time, then they come back and say, well, I don't need to leave it on longer the next time. And it's like, no, you're doing more damage because you're making it penetrate deeper into the dermis. But okay, keep going. You can't tell some people something. They just, I don't know. No, thank you. Thank you for joining in and thank you for commenting because we have a lot of people that just watch and they're scared to jump in. Yes, it is delicious and it's nutritious. It's just peppers and seasoning and organic chicken because he gets the chicken from the Amish people. Right. Poised and polished people charging their own pH, changing their own pH balance in their skin barrier. And that's, I'm glad you said that they're changing their pH balance and everything. And they wonder why they can't get rid of their skin problem or see a better result because you keep trying to take matters into your own hand for something that needs to be professionally handled. And you don't follow the advice of the person who is the professional. Have you given any more thought to the meetup? Yes, I have. I was thinking about it last night, but it would have to happen soon. I don't know. By a show of hands, seriously, if you're not going to come, don't say you're going to come if you can't really come. How many people would want to do a 3-day, 2-night retreat? It would be, though, a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, realistically. If it were the weekend, it would be in January because January can be slow. Lauren, what were we talking about? Oh my God, just scroll through the comments. We were talking about everything. You know, I talk about everything. Okay. Okay. Welcome, BT. Please come back again soon. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so I hope that everyone enjoyed it. I welcome the new people to Kenya. BT, I know you're not new, but I mean, like I see a lot of regulars in here, and there's some names I'm like, oh, I haven't seen them, but I really hope that you all enjoyed today's case study. Frienemy gonna be the enemy. It's just one of them weird things where I'm not saying my answer is right. It's just like what I expect of my friends and how I hope they would treat me. It's very sticky, but it can happen here or there, and it can cause you to lose money. But I don't worry about money. Money comes, money goes. So I think this will be just say yes, 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 yes. Somebody asked me this question. I think they inboxed me this. They said, Chicago, can you please tell me a plan of action for retirement? Because this is one of the real reasons why I cannot leave my 9 to 5 job. So Would you like to have a discussion on how to plan for retirement? How to plan for retirement as a beauty professional? Yes or no? Just let me know. Let me know, let me know, let me know. And don't forget, while you all are letting me know, seriously, because if so, I will set up the next case study right now for that. Don't forget that the spray is a BOGO. Buy one, get one free.
Now available at www.chicagobeautysource.com. Again, that's www.chicagobeautysource.com.
Lexi said, yes. Dismiss take, yes. Yes, yes, and yes. A lot, but it's not them. It's me. Keeping that, y'all gotta know more. See, now you're gonna keep me on here because I'm curious. I'm curious. I think we get scared of doing it on our own. I know I'm clueless. Yes, please let's talk about retirement. Yes. Because the crazy thing is, I didn't think about it. When I just knew that this is what I was put on this earth to do, and I just did it. And now that I'm older, I'm like, what was the plan? I actually started thinking about that in my 30s, my early 30s. Like, how do I retire? Because I can't, I was working jobs, but I can't work for anybody more than 2 years. I will quit and come back to doing nails. And I'm like, how do I make this the rest of my life and retire from this and be okay? Full attention. So Lauren is here at the end. We are waiting for Keeping Nettie to tell us why she can't do a family member, I think. And she said it's not them, it's her. So I'm waiting to hear. I got to hear some more details. I got to hear some more details. I can't hear you. What did you say? Okay. I thought you said you were leaving. Why are you still here? Stay, but I thought you were leaving. I'll jump in. Yeah. Now, what, Lauren? Are you saying you want to come on the stage? Are you out? And Nettie, I want to hear. Like, let me go back to what you said. Let me hear what you said. Do 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 do. How do you let someone know close to you? So you didn't say family. You said someone close to you that you can't do their service without hurting the relationship. Okay, same. Having a job is not for me. I leave without 2 weeks' notice and a heartbeat. Yeah, I can't work for nobody. I can't do it. I'm a free spirit. I'm a Pisces. Like, I have to do my own thing. Okay, so here it is. Nettie said it takes forever and they hardly pay. Whew. I've lost a couple of close relationships from that. So you have to kind of, in that case, just be kind of like, you already know that it may come. How do you tell them, though? Okay, I enjoy doing it, but I'm too stressed. This is how I would do it. I would just say, okay, I could do it on this day. I can only do this on this day because this is a lot of work. And this is how much it's going to be. I can't do it at that price anymore. I'm sorry. And they'll just stop coming on their own. They may come once or twice. And then when they see that you're sticking to your guns and charging them the real price of what it is, it'll be their, make it their idea, not yours. They just stop coming. Oh, she charged too much. I would just tell them, like, look, this right here, and I've had to do this with certain people. Certain people won't work that they don't know because they're not the professional. They just think everything is so easy. I've had people tell me, I had one girl, she do not come to me more. I don't give a crap. I don't care. I'm actually less stressed without these people. It's a few of them. They just want to show you something. They think it's so easy. It ain't nothing but an ombre with some stones. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But that's a lot of work. And then when you just tell them the price, like I just tell people, like that is very tedious work. And I do that type of work when I'm in my downtime. And so number one, it's gonna cost this much. So it's 55 plus 10 plus another 10 on that, plus another 20 on those stones. Okay, so the set is $85 or whatever, you know, plus your feet, plus this. And I can only do it on these days because it's time consuming. I can't do this type, I don't do this type of work in my regular work day because my day doesn't flow with this type of work. And tell them the price. They're gonna come to you once, maybe twice, and they're gonna stop coming because now you are controlling the situation. Now you are controlling your business. Now you are making things more convenient for you because people don't know it. Hey, El Color Box, where have you been? So it's just like people that are new in this industry, they do not understand. Like people can stress you out if you don't really have the balls to kind of step up and say what you got to say to people. There will be clients that when you see them book, you will cringe, and like the day that they're coming, you will cringe, and the hour before they come, you start getting anxiety. Like and I had a lot of those at one point, especially when I first moved back here from Atlanta. I was just taking everybody, trying to satisfy everybody, trying to be everything to everybody. I wasn't getting no time to sleep. I would stay up doing people nails to 1, 2 in the morning. You know, I was study trying to satisfy them and just doing the absolute most. And I realized I was running myself in the ground. I didn't have time to go outside. I was making money, but it just wasn't worth it. The clientele at that point was stressing me out. And they were trying to make me feel like it was me, it wasn't them. And the truth of the matter was, it was true in a sense, because those were not my clients. That was not the client for me. They were not a good fit. And when you try to fit everybody in, you will know because you will have anxiety around those people and they will stress you out. And it's just not worth it. And that's why I say it's so important, like we talked about in the case study the other day, it is so important to find your niche and to brand yourself because you cannot do everybody. You will be unhappy doing this if you try to get all the money from everybody. You will start to hate it. And then you won't do your best work because you're not enjoying what you do. You want to have clients that sit in your chair and you can feel free enough to say, let me try something new on you. You don't want to feel pressure to have to meet someone's standards, for, especially for money that you're not even happy with. No. Ooh, I'm itching. I'm itching. No, 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 no. Think about that. I'm just saying. I'm silly. I know. I had to cancel a full day of clients due to a friend's death. Oh, I'm sorry about that. And it got me to thinking about retirement and how to make money when I'm not in the salon. There is no PTO for us. True. And people don't get that. Oh, just come to the party. Oh, just close your books. If I keep closing my books and all this to go here, there, every vacation, I will be homeless. Can I come live with you? Yep. Okay. You just gotta be honest. People start thinking they're obligated to a low discounted price because they're your friend or family member. Yeah. I lost somebody because of that. And the funny thing is, when it finally happened, they don't realize that I had been in that mind state for a while. But then I tried to make myself okay with it. But then when I started thinking about it, I'm like, this person does everything they want to do. They do everything they want to do. They have money for everything they want to have money for. When it comes to me, they don't want to pay me. But this person is on vacation, shopping, all this stuff, doing everything they want to do with their life. But I'm bending and flexing and putting myself in a position where I'm not making money I should make to make them happy, and they're getting everything they want. And when you step up for yourself, you will lose people. You will always lose people. When you are at a disadvantage in a situation and you step up and you make things on an even, fair playing ground, you will always, always, well, most of the time lose that person or the relationship will change. But you have to be okay with that. And that's why I said not everybody is a good fit. And this is part of the hard process of learning your niche and who is a good fit for you, a good clientele. You want to feel good. You want to go into this feeling good, because if you're going into something and going in every day letting people stress you out, you might as well go get you a 9 to 5 job. Like most people who hate their jobs, you might as well just quit this and go get a 9 to 5 job, because most people hate their job. People posting up on Facebook, oh, it's Sunday, oh, I'm feeling sick, oh, I'm feeling nervous, because they hate what they do. If you're going to sit up and make this something that you hate because people have put you in a position to hate what you do, you might as well stop. What is the difference? We do this because we like what we do, we're talented, and we have the freedom and flexibility to make it and mold it into something that we can do for the long term. And we cannot let them control us. We have to be willing to lose those people that are not a good fit so somebody else can slide into their space, because you know how to market yourself and everything, right? 30-day nail technician challenge. We know how to do that. So once you really have mastered getting new people and understanding the trends and what's happening, you won't be as afraid, because you know how to slide somebody right into their slot. I think I've said enough. I feel like I'm talking in circles, maybe, but I really want to drill down into that. Like, you may lose the person, it may change the relationship, but I would really do it and kind of flip it on them. They're going to feel some type of way. They're going to try it once or twice, and then they're probably going to fall off on their own. So then you didn't do anything. You just stopped coming. And then when they do come back, you're going to be like, okay, if they try to come back, okay, I could do it on Sunday, like I said, and you show me what you're trying to get, I'll let you know how much it's going to be. You still holding your ground at that point. So if you do it, you make sure that it's fair to you and that you're at least being compensated properly. And that will take some of your anxiety around the situation off. We definitely talked about a case study. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ombre is tedious. Ombre is tedious. And people think, oh, it's just an ombre. I have somebody. It's just ombre. Hmm. And depending on the color ombre, I could talk all day. Depending on the color of the ombre, it could be easy, it could not. Because with color acrylics, especially, some of them are chalky and some of them are not. It just depends. You can buy Mia Secrets all day long. You can buy a whole line. Am I lying? You can buy a whole line of Mia Secrets powders. The orange is smooth, the yellow is chalky, the white is chalky, the mauve is smooth, the blue is smooth, the green is chalky. So it depends on which one you pick. But people don't notice because you're not the professional and you don't do this every day, and I do. And so when people start minimizing what I do and what I know, then I don't care. You either pay or you don't. You get the hell on to somebody else who you're a good fit for. I don't know. The airbrush machines make it easy. I don't have an airbrush machine. Never owned one. I was in that headspace and it's not good. I was burnt out and almost over it. And they will put you in that position. So you got to be willing to lose some of these people, but you got to know where you're going and who you're looking for to replace those people. At this point in my career, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm away. I've said it so many times. I'm away from all. I don't want to do them long nails. Let the young girls have it, or whoever. It's not my thing anymore. I don't want to do it. And if I have a person, and actually at this point in my career, it has just organically happened where I don't even have any of those people anymore. And I'm happy. At first I was a little sad, like, oh, I made them mad. Now I'm like, ooh, I actually I'm cool with it. Even though I say I'm tired of doing nails, my day is not as hard. I actually like the natural nails more, the medium sets with one color and an accent nail. That is my thing. And that is what my day is like 90% of. And it's a smoother day. It's less stressful. And I'm happy and they're happy because they don't really care what I put on them. They're just like, I want my accent nail. And they're happy with whatever I come up with. It's not so much pressure. At this point in my career, that's where I am. At this point in my career. Been there, done all that. So they don't make me feel like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Or they yelling. No, I'm just not at that point in my career. You should go over there. Go on Instagram, find somebody, or TikTok. It's not me no more. You're not going to pressure me into being that. I'm not going to be it for you. Because I'm still going to make the money. Because y'all, most of them don't want to pay what it's really worth anyway. Like you said. Because really, that set should be almost $200. And I'm spending 4 hours getting 3 hours, 4 hours getting that together. I could make more than that. So work to life balance is essential. It is, and that's why I cut my days, and I'm about to cut them some more, probably next year. Hi, Tyra. Just saying. My goal is to just do 4 days, 10 hours a day. That's it. That's it. And that's still a four. And see, that's the thing. That's still a 40-hour work week because I have other things going on. You said you needed those models in school, but now you're licensed. Yeah. So I would, and if you feel bad about just jumping into the regular price, you could even do something like, you know what, I really appreciate you patronizing my endeavor, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this. I'm licensed now. I'm moving to a salon. I got blueprint to pay. Things are changing. But for your next 2 visits, I'm only going to charge you a flat rate of, jump it up a little bit, $40. And then after that, you could jump to the regular pool. But that's just my way of showing you that I appreciate you even giving me a chance when no one else would. So thank you. And basically, you're transitioning them into paying like everybody else. You have no obligation to just give these people a discount for the rest of their damn life. They don't get discounts out there at Walgreens, Walmart. They don't get discounts when they, going in Subway sandwich and Starbucks coffee. I mean, like, unless they got a coupon, no. You paying like everybody else. So that would be all I would do. That's the most I would do. I really appreciate you for the next 2 visits, during my transition. You're special, and it's like 5 of you all. And you for the next 2 visits, it's only gonna be 40, no matter what you get. And after that, you'll be in with the rest of everyone else. But I just really appreciate you. I really do. And they're gonna say, "Oh, it's no problem. I like you. I think you do a good job, and I'm congratulations, on graduating and everything. And just, I hope this new place is what you like, and I can't wait to see what's going on." And girl, yeah, you're welcome, girl. Sure, you cool, you good. That's how that's gonna go. Them darker colors be a pain to blend. Exactly. They're chalkier. You know why? They have more pigments in them. So it's like when people say stuff, I'm like, you don't really know what you're talking about. Unless you do what I do, you don't really know. You know hardly anything. This stuff is way more intricate and detailed than people know. You said I raised my prices and I only do natural nails. I lost someone already, but I've had many people tell me that they will pay for whatever I ask. Make me want to tear up. See, been working hard for this. Yeah. The person, and I've said that in lives. I said, you will find that the minute, if you do not, y'all, listen, listen, Linda, if you do not do this, if you never raise your prices or charge accordingly, and you keep it like that too long, the moment you do, it actually will be an eye-opening experience because I've said it, you will have people leave you over $5. You will have people leave you over $5 increase or $8 increase. They will leave you and go somewhere else. So that ties into what I was saying earlier, that you think you have all these clients, but because you have not jumped into a niche or and you're trying to satisfy everybody, you'll find that when you increase your prices and start doing what's in your best interest, because right now we have to increase our prices. The only reason why I haven't jumped up a couple dollars right now, because I did it, I think, earlier this year, but I'm going to do it again because materials have gone up because of COVID and I deserve a raise. You will find how much those people value you. A lot of us value our clients more than they value us. That hurt, didn't it? I'm sorry. Well, I'm not. A lot of us value our clients more than they value us. And that's when you find out in those moments when you have to raise your price a couple of dollars because they have it. They just feel entitlement to pay what they've been paying forever and a day because you allowed it to be that way forever and a day. So don't be afraid to charge your worth, and we got overhead to pay. Chalky can be a pain to blend, yeah, because if you wet it too much, if you wet that acrylic too much, it's going to run everywhere and become thin. So then you got to grab another bead. And then if you don't wet it enough, then it's streaky blending up. And it's just a fine balance of trying to find the right powder to liquid ratio, especially with color powders. And with color powders, it depends on the color. Every color is different. You almost have to test it. Some are smooth and some are not. And that is true. So I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I'm going to drink some water. Well, what was that? Water. You know, I think that's it. So, I think I've said all I wanted to say on this live. I really, 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 really appreciate you all tuning in. Like I told you all, like I've said, I try to be a person of my word, even though it takes some time. There were some people who had some gifts coming out. They are in the mail. You should have received it today, yesterday. I know it took some time, but they are in the mail. And we're going to keep it going. I think the retirement one is going to be the next one. I think so. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, comment, share to a friend. Share to a friend. And I'm going to really try to see who can be my pedicure model so I can get a pedicure class out to you. And until midnight tonight, do not forget the 30-day nail technician challenge, which was out a while ago, but it's 50% off until midnight. So buy one, get one free on the spray and 50% off till midnight on the 30-day nail technician challenge. Okay? Look at them. See, Lauren, y'all. Lauren tries to ask questions to keep me on live. I'm telling you all, she is doing that on purpose. She said, I promise you all, she's doing it on purpose. How do you feel about prepaying appointments? I know some tech say it's their policy for new clients because so many no-shows. I have a video for that, Lauren, and and I'm going to say it real quick. I don't like to be prepaid. I just like to hold a card on file because when people prepay you, I forgot. When people prepay you, if they don't show up or whatever, and you start taking out fees, that can get really, really messy. I cannot think of what video that is on more detail on why I don't like prepaid. I just hold card on file. Prepaid can get ugly. Prepaid can, with the wrong ignorant person, prepaid can be messy. And also a person who is, I had a person who prepaid me and never came. Then she reached out some months later talking about her credit. And see, people start having amnesia on how much they got on file with you. And then stuff like this girl had did a last minute, no call, no show. So it was really the money that she prepaid, let's just say it was $65. It really wasn't $65 anymore. It was only $40 because I charged $25 for that last minute cancellation. So then you start getting into arguments with people because they want to argue with you thinking that they have all this credit on file with you and then they can just do what they want to do and deduct accordingly. So I just do card on file. So I don't like to be prepaid. Also, I said with prepaid, that can be tricky with tricking your mind into that you have more money than you think you do. So now you have money in your account that you have not worked for. So it's almost like a credit card. So you have borrowed money in a sense because you have not worked for it. And I don't like that because it's an inflated bank account that I have to work for. I don't like that hanging over my head. So that's just me. I just like card on file. I'm going to try to charge a card if I need to. If you don't show up or you do a last minute cancellation, if it does not go through, then I will block you from booking until you pay that fee. If you do it a second time, what I will do is tell you at that point that I will block you from booking. I will tell you from this point forward, you have to prepay for your service and it's non-refundable. And usually I don't get to that point with people. That happens once every couple of years because at that point, that is not a person who wants to fool with me because they see I do not play. And they will go on to somebody else because they know I don't play. So they're not even going to start doing it at that point. I'm letting them know, I don't really want to fool with you. And if you do, you got to pay me up front. If you don't show up, you don't show up. That's how I do it. Okay, I just seen a video of a woman you got scammed. I just seen a video of a woman who got scammed. I'm going to say who got scammed of a deposit. She paid the lady by Cash App and no building was there. The woman drove 30 minutes to a non-existent home nail tech. And see, that's another thing. I don't even suggest people do that. And a lot of people are afraid of that because of that, because of social media. People are scamming out this world. Scamming is the new lick that everybody's doing. And I just don't want to hold people's money. You pay me for what I did. You paid me, I gave you what you paid for. But to show you serious, just put your card up on file. I don't touch it unless you screw me. If you screw me, I'm going to touch your card. That's it. I don't want to be prepaid. Yeah, stuff like that happens. Yep, all the time. And so I think that's it. I think that's all. It's kind of late and I think I'm a little sleepy and I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to come back in with, I think, the retirement video. Okay. So I'll catch you on the next live. Bye.